Whether you want to visit Warszawa, Kraków, Gdańsk, Zakopane, the Auschwitz-Birkenau camps, Częstochowa, Białystok, Bielsko-Biała. I don't think there's ever been a tourist in Bielsko-Biała ever. But whatever place you want to visit in my home country, which is Poland, I think I'm in a good position to show you guys how to sort of, let's say, visit my home country, as I do it by myself a few times a year. I go to see my family, obviously, but I also go to spots where I don't have anyone to visit and places that I just enjoy. My name is Michal. My goal in life is to live it to the fullest, develop myself and discover what the world has to offer as much as I can. I was born in Warszawa 24 years ago. I lived in Poland for the first 5 years of my life, first in Warszawa, then in the Śląsk region of the south of Poland, before my parents decided to make a move to Switzerland, where it's been nearly 20 years now that I've been living. Passport, huh? And let me tell you guys, I receive at least 20 DMs a week, and it's not even a joke. At least 20 messages per week from people asking me, whether it's on Instagram, on TikTok, like all of the social media that you should be following. I think that was a smooth one. I tried to prepare it somehow. But I honestly received many messages, and it's been years now since I've started creating content. It's been like 4 years that I've been regularly receiving messages from people who want to visit Poland, asking me just for general advice for the trip. So if you know anyone who would need to watch this video as well, please share it to them. Help a brother out with some more views, maybe likes, maybe subscribers like you. If my content is not a motivation enough for you to come and follow me, let this be another reason. Please, bro. Literally drowning. I get paid in 2 weeks. Well, I mean, in general, I'm gonna post lots of advice, lots of travel videos, hella discoveries, and interesting things, so why not follow? I'm gonna find the chapters for this video right here or down in the time bar where you look at it, as we're gonna discuss a few very important things about your trip to Poland. The first one being your general behavior. How to behave when you're in Poland. Many people think that Polish people are all racist, they're all like mean, they're all cold, aggressive. Guys, not everyone there is like that. There's maybe a small percentage of people in Poland who might not be very like comforting and désagréable, voila, but who are just not nice to you. Obviously, that happens every bigger city, every country. But let me tell you honestly, from what most of the people who visited Poland told me, and from my own experience by just watching people around me, Polish people with tourists are actually, in general, especially in the bigger cities that you're gonna visit anyways, they're generally nice. You just need to put the basic effort in. Smile to people, be nice with them, maybe just say hello, goodbye, thank you. Maybe try to learn them in Polish as well. I'm gonna drop some words at the end of the video. If you just try to use basic tourist and basic human, like social, nice person behavior, you're gonna be okay in Poland, believe me. Point number 2 is my ideal trajectory for Poland and the nice places that, for me at least, you should visit. There's 3+1 special spots that, for me, every single person on earth should at least see once in Poland. The +1 depends on the season. If it's in the warmer days, in summertime, you should obviously, for me, go to the Baltic Sea, go see Gdańsk, go see the Trójmiasto, which literally translates... Kurwa, z tym angielskim ja nie mogę. Owsianki trochę. The rain porridge, it's owsianka. Trójmiasto literally translates to 3 cities, which is Gdańsk, Sopot, and Gdynia. For the colder days, I wouldn't say warmer. We don't have that many warmer days for me to speak about it 2 times in Poland. For the colder days and the winter season, I would recommend you to go all the way, not around, but how to say that, the opposite way from Gdańsk, which is completely at the north, to go to Zakopane, which is completely at the south. It's a sweet, cozy mountain place in Poland, which is honestly for me pretty nice. It's maybe not close, but at least it's not that far away from Kraków. Also accessible by train, and these are the 2 places that I would recommend depending on the season when you come to Poland, if you've got time as well. Because the 3 samples that I have, these ones, guys, are non-negotiable. For me at least. Warszawa, which is in the center of the country, Kraków, which is at the south, and Auschwitz-Birkenau camps, which are like an hour, maybe an hour and a half away from Kraków. There's obviously a lot more to see in Poland, like Wrocław, Poznań, the Mazury, for example. These for me are the must-dos, and they're also the places that most of the people ask me about, and the places where there's the most tourists as well. Not only French-speaking or just me watching, but just in general. My advice would be, if you come to Poland for a few days, if you manage to do so, if it's just for a weekend, go for example once to Kraków and to Auschwitz if you can, and if you come back next time, if you've liked the country, go back to Warszawa for 2-3 days. But if you manage to combine the 2 together, I would recommend you to either land if you come with the plane in Kraków Balice or Warszawa Chopin. Like, please don't go to Warszawa Modlin, please. I don't want to have to explain why. Just blindfoldly trust me about this airport. Don't go to Warszawa Modlin, okay? We are in Warszawa Modlin, and let me tell you, it is one of the weirdest airports I've ever been to. And I would recommend you in general to spend 2 to 3 days in Warszawa to discover the city, and 2 to 3 days in Kraków, while also leaving yourself a day for Auschwitz-Birkenau. We're going to talk about the most important places to see, the addresses, the sweet spots in chapter 4 and 5, but let's first of all talk about transport, which is also very important because Poland is probably way more developed than what you think it is. You can always take a car from one of the car companies at the airport. The price is going to be the same as if you go to the city and take a car, but you just got to check the prices before coming to Poland, make everything clear before you go there, but also check the conditions. I already got fucked once because of the conditions. You're gonna find cars that are quite... You're gonna find cars that are... Kurwa! You're gonna find the cars... You're gonna find cars that are quite cheap, but just check the conditions. That's all. I'm sorry, that is the next porridge break for me. I just need it. Besides that, if you rely on transport and you come by plane and you want to just like stay in Poland with buses and trains, you can very easily do it from the airports in around like 25 to 30 minutes. And you can also very quickly go from Warszawa to Kraków with the trains, like 2 hours and a half, I think. And the prices vary from around maybe 15 to 35 euros. I organize everything on the PKP Intercity app. I buy my tickets there every single time that I'm in Poland. Not sponsored or whatever, it's just literally the national train thing. And from Kraków you can also go with the train, with the regional train, to the city of Oświęcim, which translates or used to translate in Auschwitz in German, which is where the name comes from. From the city center or the train station of Oświęcim you can take a bus that is going to directly take you to the entrance of the Auschwitz-Birkenau camps. Also very important, before I forget it for the next part of the video, check the tickets in advance and take your tickets before coming to Poland, and don't do it like last minute. You're not gonna find any tickets. And you cannot just enter like that and do whatever you want. It's only, I think, by tours. Only if it changed, but I don't think it changed in the last 1 year and a half since I've been there for the last time. And by the way, small like parenthèse, not very round ass, don't forget that the city is called Oświęcim. It's not called Auschwitz. You're not gonna go to Auschwitz, the city. You're gonna go to Oświęcim. Like, don't make the mistake of calling the city Auschwitz for obvious reasons. Let's now come to the most important part of your whole trip: food and the drinks. And the national spot, the 2 spots that I'm gonna give you in this chapter are literally gonna save your trip. First of all, because it's so fucking good, and secondly, because it's so fucking cheap. The most famous dish in Poland are pierogi, which is also one of the best dishes in the world, but that's subject to another debate. 1 pieróg, 2 pierogi, and some pierogi. Don't put an S after pierogi. You've got 2 very famous sorts. You've got pierogi z mięsem, which are pierogi with meat, and pierogi ruskie, but you've got literally 15, 20, maybe 25 kinds of pierogi, different pierogi, like cabbage and mushrooms. You've got also sweet pierogi. The pierogi z mięsem and pierogi ruskie are just the most famous ones, and for me, the ones that you should try. People have been trying to debate which pierogi are the best ones for a long time now, but I can tell you deep down, everyone knows pierogi z mięsem are the best ones. But if you don't eat pork meat, or if you eat halal, for example, you're gonna find some spots in Poland where you can eat halal, which generally not going to be Polish food, besides if you take like vegetarian stuff like pierogi ruskie, but I think I've never seen pierogi z mięsem done without pork meat, so yeah. And besides that, no, we don't only eat strawberry pasta and jelly. We barely even actually eat that, and you'd be shocked about Polish cuisine. And it's not because I'm from there, but trust me guys, Polish cuisine is insane. I'm gonna see right here at the screen a list of the most famous Polish dishes with the names and pretty much what they consist of. My favorite ones are pierogi, gołąbki, żurek, and placki węgierskie. But everything you see on this list is insane. It's like a 10 out of 10. That actually might have been a little bit subjective. For drinks, we've got excellent spring water, apple juice. We've got Tymbark, which is very famous. Oh, fuck it. Go to Pijania Wódki i Piwa and get yourself some traditional Polish draft beer and vodka and shots and spend all your money there. We've got a huge variety of vodkas in Poland, which you actually translate to wódka, and wódka means small water. Many fruit-infused vodkas that you have to try if you... I mean, it's not a recommendation. YouTube, don't ban me after literally 3 videos. I'm literally negative 19 francs on my account. Right now is not the time to do so, but if you drink alcohol and that you want to try it, honestly, for me, it's very important that you try the local vodkas as well. But besides alcohol, you can drink the regular stuff, or you can try kompot, which is literally a komplet. For the food places, honestly, just go on Google Maps and look for Polish restaurants around you that are well rated. Look at what the people tell in the comments about the place, look at the prices as well. There's a few chains that you're gonna see maybe in Warszawa, Kraków, and the bigger cities if you go to the bigger cities. But in general, just going to basic Polish restaurants is highly trusted. I've been there once or twice, honestly, in my life, just because the more advanced Polish food, I can just eat it at home or when I'm with my family. And the basic stuff that I would need and I want to eat is actually findable in a place that I'm gonna tell you about in a few seconds. For the drink options, the like options, you're gonna find many different places that have happy hour offers, but for me the best place, as I quickly mentioned it before, if you want to drink for cheap in a good Polish atmosphere, is the pijalnia. Sometimes they're called pijalnia wódki I piwa, sometimes they're called pijalnia something else. There's cheap alcohol, it's a national chain, traditional decoration. We even got some very non-touristic food and snacks that you can grab there if you got a little hunger, but that's for me the place to go to if you want to. And for the famous food place that I've been teasing for a few seconds, even for a few minutes now, guys, the solution, the key to everything are bary mleczne. So it's one bary mleczne, a few bary mleczne. Yeah, Polish is a different language. Bary mleczne are Polish canteens where back in the days Polish workers from the middle class used to go at midday. Times were very tough in Poland for a very long time, and it's only recently that it's been starting like to evolve in a very good way, and Poland has been becoming, like, I would even maybe say an example for European countries and worldwide countries. But some of those bary mleczne managed to survive thanks to their good cuisine and maybe some help from the country. They managed to survive throughout the years, and it's literally a Polish canteen system where you go to the counter, you ask the lady something that's written on the menu or whatever you see in front of you. She just serves you on the plate. You take it with you and you eat it. No fancy schmancy decoration, no nothing. It's just you go there, you eat, you walk out with a full belly and you're happy. You're gonna find at least one bary mleczne in every single bigger city or even smaller city in Poland normally. Well, maybe not in Czechowice-Dziedzice, even though I hope so. And these are the places where you're gonna find the best traditional Polish food for dirt cheap. Trust me on this one, but don't spread the message. Wait, my mic is here. Don't spread the... I don't even know if you can see me. Don't spread the message too widely, as it's a secret of mine that I'm sharing with you because I love you. Oop, lampa. Przerwa na owsiankę, znowu. And something that not many people talk about when they go abroad, or if we go, in this case, to Poland, is the international cuisine that you're gonna find in the country. You're gonna find a great variety of different nationality cuisines and restaurants that you've never maybe tried before, like Georgian food, Ukrainian food. There's also something that I've been doing a lot when I've been traveling to Poland, because like I know the dishes, right? And I'm very open to also trying new stuff. And for example, one of my favorite places, no, what am I saying? My favorite place in Poland to eat is a Georgian restaurant. Even in the whole world, my favorite restaurant in the world, you're gonna see it soon in a new video, is a small lost Georgian restaurant in Warszawa, which literally has my favorite dishes ever. And I discovered all of that in Poland. There you go. So if you want to discover something new and maybe you're bored with Polish food, you've also got these options. The best and the most famous destinations for me, as I've mentioned it before, to visit in Poland are Warszawa, Kraków, and the Auschwitz-Birkenau camps. Not that the concentration camps are beautiful, but it's just so historically important that for me you should at least once in your life go and see those. Bro, I don't know how long this porridge has been sitting in my fridge, but it's so fucking good. Because of its history, Poland is sort of divided by German-influenced cities and on the other side more Soviet-influenced cities. And you can also see political and cultural changes on the map. The more right you go, the more conservative the people are in Poland. Just a general perfect representation of politics. But whether you go on the German sort of influenced side or on the Soviet sort of influenced side, it doesn't take away anything from the beauty of the country. You just see it by the buildings. Sometimes when you go deeper, you see it by the behavior of the people. In the West, they're a little bit more open, but also more like work-minded, I feel. And on the right side, they're, as I said before, a little bit more conservative, but also more open to discussion, more open to the people, a little bit crazier as well. I'll tell you honestly, the places that I know the most in Poland are Warszawa, Kraków, Gdańsk, and Białystok. Besides, if you've got a specific mission, I wouldn't especially recommend to you to go to Białystok. Not that it's not a nice place or anything. I love Białystok. I've got half of my family there, and I just feel at home when I'm there. But there's just not much to do. The city is nice, but in 2-3 hours maybe you've seen it all. I think it's better for me and more time efficient for you as well to just show you a list of different things that you can do in every single one of those cities next to my beautiful face, instead of yapping about it for the next 15 to 20 minutes. So if you want to screenshot the lists, feel free to do so. Warszawa, besides being the place where I was born at, so it's already beautiful, it's also a very modern city, especially in the city center, where we've got, for example, the Pałac Kultury i Nauki and the Warsaw Tower, from which ones you can see the whole city with the whole buildings, skyscrapers and stuff. That is a must for you to do, especially at night when everything is shining. I did it from the Pałac Kultury i Nauki, which is the huge building that you're gonna see like everywhere. It's first thing you see when you go out of the train station from Warszawa Centralna. And to go up and see the whole city is beautiful, but you miss the main point when you're in there. You don't see the Pałac Kultury i Nauki by itself. Kraków is especially nice in the Rynek Główny section of the city, which is also the city center, and the most famous touristical place is the Wawel Castle. That is probably the biggest attraction, touristical attraction of the city. Poznań and Wrocław offer me kind of similar. I've been there only once in my life. I'm gonna put a list of things that I found for those two cities as well in the case where you go there. Gdańsk is a beautiful city by itself as well. You've got a sort of Gothic and Baroque style of buildings. If you take your bus and go a little bit outside of the city, you've got the beautiful beach as well that goes from Gdańsk all the way up to Gdynia. In the summer, it's absolutely exceptional to go into the Baltic Sea. The mood is great. People just go there to enjoy, to relax. It's very local based as well. Not many tourists that go there. And if you do so, you're gonna realize that no one is like screaming, no one is making a lot of noise, there is no loud music going on generally. So don't be different, like respect the people, so you're gonna get respected as well. We don't need to scream in every single place you go to. I promise. I'm a person that is battling with that as well. We don't have to do it, I swear. Just in general, even with the city center, Gdańsk is a beautiful city by itself, whereas Sopot for me is more like balneaire. Gdynia is quite nice as well. You're gonna see it in maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then you wanna go back maybe to Sopot and Gdańsk, because I think they're more like not comfortable, agréable. There we go, translation once again. In the summertime, if you've got the opportunity, take electric scooters starting from the beach at Gdańsk and go all the way through to Sopot. You're gonna be driving on the small road that is meant for people to walk and go on bikes and electric scooters just next to the beach. You're gonna see some glances of the beach, and the vibe is great. Honestly, the vibe is beautiful. Well, hello there, me from the edit. I forgot to mention two very important things. First of all, for the safety in Poland, in general, I'm not saying in every single case, because there might be exceptions, but in general, you're gonna feel very, very safe in Poland, whether you travel with other people, whether you travel alone. I've never had anyone come back to me and tell me that they had a bad experience when it comes to safety and that they felt insecure in Poland. And for the nightlife, I only went to bars, okay? So I can't really talk about clubs. All I know is that Poland and nightlife combine very well together. When it comes to football, for my football fans, the best stadiums to watch football in Poland for my football fans and ultra fans at the moment right now are Warszawa and Poznań. Legia Warszawa and Lech Poznań are two of the biggest teams in the history of the Polish football. In general, they've also got the best fans, and I'm saying as of now because the fans of Wisła Kraków cannot really enjoy Ekstraklasa football right now because they're in second division. Legia Warszawa and Lech Poznań are two of the clubs that have the biggest stadiums, that also have the biggest ultra groups, that have the best like sound in the stadium, and you're gonna find the perfect balance between big city, great ultras, and beautiful for Polish standards, of course, beautiful football. But when it comes to the fans, you've also got Jagiellonia Białystok, Górnik Zabrze, Widzew Łódź, or Pogoń Szczecin, for example, which are also very popular clubs. And as I've mentioned before, Wisła Kraków, but then you've got to watch some second division football. And I'm not even sure that they're filling the stadium now, that they're in second division. In Kraków, you also got the Cracovia club, which is also very famous and is the direct rival of Wisła Kraków. And they're actually playing in the first division. I mean, whatever game you're going to go to in Poland in first division in the Ekstraklasa, you're going to find it great, I think. I hope so. The only place where we might not find too many fans is Brukbet Termalica, but I don't think you're gonna ever end up there. Also, if you've got the chance to watch a game of the national team at the Stadion Narodowy in Warszawa, please do it. The stadium by itself is insane, but the Polish fans and the Polish people also in the stadium are very, very active. And the last chapter of this long-ass video, at least for me, which I've been recording for over an hour now, is the basic words that you would need in Poland to communicate. Obviously, everyone is gonna understand hello, thank you, good morning, bye-bye. It's international language at this point, but you're gonna see a smile on the people's face when you try to say dzień dobry, which means good morning or hello, or if you say cześć, which is more of a like friendly hello that you say to people that you know already. I'm gonna repeat those two once again: dzień dobry and cześć. Dzień dobry, cześć. Dziękuję is thank you. Dziękuję. Na zdrowie is cheers. I think that's the translation. But na zdrowie, which means for the health, is when you drink something. Because when you eat something and you want to say bon appetit, I don't know how you say it in English, you're going to say smacznego, which translates to have a tasty one, sort of. Do widzenia is goodbye or bye-bye, which translates to see again, sort of. And I think there you go. That's a whole list of the things you need to know for Poland. I hope you liked this video. I hope it brought you something. As I've said before, if you still didn't think about it, please leave a like, subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna post many different videos of some crazy ass trips, of general like personal development stuff. I'm just a 24-year-old guy that wants to discover the world, develop himself, and just share his journey. You're not gonna regret it at all. So see you guys in the next video. Pozdrawiam wszystkich Polaków, którzy może trafią na te wideo. And see you guys very soon for the next one. Don't like to talk about that shit, I like to do it. So all these other niggas hungry going through it.